Hello and welcome. Right, yeah, we are cracking on apace. Yeah, I've just literally filled the slurry, as you can see. We're gonna have to grab some more food for the animals. We've said that next session, which is right now. Yeah, I'm trying a brand new headset. These are for in the night when I record, really, but I'm just testing them tonight just to see how good they are. Yeah, for those times when you are, yeah, I do quite a lot of my recording in the early hours, and it's not really fair to be being noisy with a normal headset and also with external sound through my thing. So I thought it's about time I did what I used to do and actually got myself a decent headset. So I've got the HyperX Cloud one that I've got the HyperX exactly the same for my proper external microphone, which is a really cracking microphone. It is, but this seems as loud, which is nicely surprising. I just want to see the quality of the sound basically as well. Done a little bit of a recording to make sure, and it seemed fine. I had a bit of a problem first thing this morning. I couldn't get it to work, but yeah, this evening, as in often the case when you have a look, it soon fixes itself. Right, now then, can we get this just to pop? Can indeed. Right, now then. Now we need to be mucking around with this, and then we need to be doing the pig food. And then we need to be going through the winter a little bit. Right, so manure plus slurry. Solid fertilizer. Manure plenty. Straw. Are we doing the straw? We're doing the straw plus digestate. Or have we got enough manure to do those for quite a while, I would say. So do you know something? I think we'll stick. Yeah, the straw. I know we've got a lot in there. This is my bit of a dilemma as well, I suppose, because do we? The BGA also allows manure. It does allow, I would say, 30 tons of manure the same. But are we gonna get? It just what I'm thinking is it doubles the output, but there's not that much slurry and digestate at the minute for us to actually use. I think we could probably do with the cash more so than anything else. So I reckon we'll leave it as is for now. Right, so then now we need to be doing the feeding. Yeah, the baler's over there, so we've got everybody. We've done the last court, so it's literally a matter of going through the winter. Should let that engine run actually, yeah, thinking about it. Right, so then, we need a bit of a top up of the fuel. Yeah, we used the Biggie quite a lot last session, and you can tell. Oh, I think it also needs a bit of. Oh, okay. Now, there's no need for that. Right, let's go the other side because we're also going to wash this at the same time because it's seen quite a bit of action, as we can see. No, that's not close enough. Right, let's shift this out of the way a little. Right, let's give this a good old washing. Once we do that, oh, my life is very mucky. Yeah, I've come to terms with this now. I must admit, it's like anything that you do that's new. You sort of struggle with it a little bit to begin with, and then you get that breakthrough moment where you think, what am I sweating about? Why am I so worrying about this? It is what it is, and I've got to that point. So yeah. So it just feels the same as any normal one now, if I'm honest. So right, so then we need to be shifting this out and doing it the opposite way round to turn it. Yeah, we need to be going into the middle now, don't we? Always confuses me, these. It always seems the wrong way round to actually get this done. Right, now then, is it this one we need though, or is it the other one, or is it a bit of both? It should be about perfect. Now, we'll learn from our lesson. So we know we've got to go above the trailer. Really, it's perfect. We don't need it switching on. We know that as well. Right, now then, we did a bit of a top up of the protein or the sunflower. So now, I think the sorghum's in the other one, isn't it? Oh no, I think we put some in this as well. Now we don't need much wheat, so I think, let's have a look, let's not guess. Yeah, we've had those extra 200 and 220, 70, 140, 210, 221. That is quite amazing. And how much is that? I think the capacity of the entire thing is... have we reached it? I think we've reached capacity, haven't we? Right, anyway, we're looking at food, Mr. Smith. So we want... base food is a little bit low. Grain is okay. Protein's okay. Root crops is okay as well. So it really is just sorghum. We have got some in as well. Right, so we'll put about... We should try for the full. But I know, I should say 20 tons. We've not got enough room to that. I'm really liking where the pigs are. Now, we've almost got 140... Yeah, these are nearly also out of puberty. So I think it's one more month. And I think they are then 4 months, 5 months. Was it 6 months? 6 months, it says. Can reproduce. So 2 months. Over the winter, these will be definitely good. Yeah, this is the one thing I will say, and that is it's a little bit slow on... Oh, it does like I thought I was losing sorghum. It's not. It's like the cloud that you get from doing it. Right, 20 tons. It just takes a couple of seconds as well for it to stop. When you click the button, you think, oh, it's not working, and then it does stop. Yeah, right, let's have a go. Let's see. Yeah, now then, we should be able to... Now the manure's coming on. It's getting more. Now I'm not sure if this is one where we can reverse into it. We'll have a go in a minute. Yeah, we're going to have to unfortunately wash our equipment as well. Yeah, it's a little bit tight. I knew it was going to be. I knew there was no real... Let's have a look. I don't think I'll empty this. I don't think there's enough room. You were saying? Oh, you were right. Right, okay then. In that case, no, we can walk. I'm quite sure we can walk to test this. Let's grab the John Deere, who has not... No, its engine's running too, I think. Yeah. As I say, I often start all the engines. So this is the biggest one, I think. Isn't this 34 tons or something? I do love the fact we've got the brand that pushes. Yeah. Firm favourites of mine, they are. But for this sort of size. Right, so we don't need that. We're trying to see. Can we just reverse, or do we need to get a bucket to get this lot out? Yeah, we've got one, so I'm not worried. But yeah, just obviously some of these you can reverse in, and some of them you can't. But Maypole, you couldn't reverse in. I don't think you could. Yeah. Aha, base game you cannot. Yeah, it wants you to work with your bucket. So do you know something? We'll let that top up a little. Let's have a look, how much is there? Because we really could do with... Oh, just 12 tons. Yeah, we should wait for another day. We'll put that in the morning. And I think, well, we'll check the sales. I know we will have done. I know. Yeah, I remember. Still wondering. I know, no, we did look, and they had actually harvested field 8, hadn't they? I remember. I missed my opportunity. I did. But in a way, I'm yeah, I don't feel that we... Why is that not? I know why, because we're doing it like that, yeah. When you press that in, you're buying land. Right, my bad. I'm forgetting all the basics. Yeah, it is harvested. I thought we'd seen it last time, but I just wanted to check. Right, so we are going to sleep through till tomorrow morning. Now, remember, we have got something we said we're going to do. Seeds, of course. 99.999 tons of seeds, which I believe... Now, I think we're going to lose money on this, but we're going to make more than we would if we did wheat, I believe. But yeah, these are not selling for the price that you would if you were doing this properly, which is a little bit annoying, but it's almost on par with the price of... Oh, it's not. It's actually worse. That is terrible. We're going to lose money. Oh, we are as well. That is terrible. It really is. Well, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, we should... I think we'll sell it directly then if that's the case. And we will cry a little bit at the lost income. And we want 9 o'clock. So we are entering our last year of this particular Let's Play. It was never intended to be massive, but I've got to be honest, we've run the term that we would have done with any other Let's Play. So this is going to be the 4th year. In fact, it's very frequent that I don't go into the 4th year, that I actually do it the 3rd. So we've had the same term. Ooh. Why? Oh, why? Because you sold your fertilizer. Did I sell again? Did I put it back on selling? I didn't realise I had. Oh, I have, yeah. Right, okay then. So we are now December. So I believe... The thing is, you've got to be careful with prices, because it doesn't always... It's not exact. Now, if this is correct... This will take an average of those 3 prices. Am I right? It's selling or no? It always confuses me, this. I know it shouldn't. Yeah, it's easily confused, this brain. Understands complicated things, and then the simplest of things throws it out. Yeah, absolutely. Now, so straw, we're still unsure what we're doing about straw. Wasn't that January? We're going to sell straw if we were going to sell some, because we've got an awful lot. Yeah, when these are the best price? Remind me, is it? It is December stroke January. It is now. So then we are going to literally go into a bit of a tamp. So we're going to use the one of the fence, because the fence is the fastest one. It really is ideal for this particular thing. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. It's been fantastic having a fleet of fence and the John Deere. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's one of the better John Deeres, I've got to be honest. It's not. I don't know, where did I stick? I think it's over on the other field. I think the Anderson is sitting on where the grass is normally. I'm sure it's that last implement. It is. Oh, in that case, actually, it makes more sense that we actually get this. I'm going to... Oh. Had you forgotten that I had actually? I had totally forgotten. I remember now that I'm here, I remember I said November morning. Yes, so these have been ready for a month, which means, actually, we are going to earn quite a lot of money this month. Right, let's just check the price of silage as well, because it should be really high. Oh, look at that. Green. So I would say, let's have you... What is that at the... But I guess it's quite low. Wow. So actually, U-tree bales. Let's have a look. Where are you? I get confused. I do apologise. It doesn't always tag. I'm pressing space, and it should say untag, and it's not doing it. You can hear the ting, but it's not doing it. So can you tag it through here? Yes. Doesn't let you do it through that second menu. So then it is... Oh, fantastic. It's that one there. Right. Okay, then. We are going to go into a time lapse because I thought I was going to get an easy session. I thought, oh, yeah, we'll saunter through the winter. It's not going to take long. And yeah, silly person forgot over 100 bales. Absolutely did. Oh, did we check the sales? Or we have a bit of fun for now? Now that, are we likely to use Quantum? That's not the one you're used to using, is it? That's the other one. It's the deer one, actually, that is. The Ventor is a cracking price if we're doing tapes, but it's our last year. 75 horsepower. I'm not so sure we have much of a use for you. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful bit of kit. But no, we're... Right, anyway, enough of this frivolity. We've checked the sales. It's time to get some graft done. So I am going to say my words. Yeah, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think I've got to leave some straw for actually straw. I don't want to be selling all of it and then we've got no straw left. So I thought, well, I'd sooner be a bit more generous. I think there's, more than enough left for once I remembered my beacons. I've got to be honest, with the beacons, I always misunderstood. It was only in real life recently when I actually saw the beacons on the road that I got it. Yeah, I know it is probably fairly obvious. I am like that. I've got that kind of brain, really. Sometimes simple things I have to be shown, and then other complicated things I can see straight through. It's just the way that I'm built. It's really weird. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I think I half told this story. When I was very young, literally learning to read, I got written off by my teachers. It was before the times when people got recognised as being dyslexic and all things like that, or just slow or whatever. And right, lights off. I'll try not to forget to finish the story this time. Yeah, I couldn't learn to read. Obviously I was very young, really young. I don't know how I remember this. I'm not sure. I think it's only me that remembers it, because I think I spoke to my mum once about it and she couldn't remember it, but I can. I think it was because it was the emotional journey that you go through more than anything. But yeah, I couldn't read. I really just couldn't grasp what the teachers were telling me, and I think they wrote me off a little bit. But you got a bit of one-on-one, even back then, a little bit where they tried to take you under the wing and actually learn you a little bit. And it just seemed like nonsense to me for such a long time. And then I got that eureka moment where I thought, I get it. I get it now, and I actually overtook everybody else. It's one of those things where I'm not thick, but I don't always get it straight away. And then when I do, I think I've got one of those brains, also personalities, where I don't ever want to just do something. I want to do it well. I can't strive for excellence. Is either go big or go home, but not necessarily about size. It's more about, if you're going to do something, do it properly, do it 100%. I was always taught, give it your all, don't sort of pull back, don't hold back, just either do it or don't do it. It's a bit like the Yoda saying, there is no try. Don't try, you do it. You do it or you don't bother. If you're not going to do it properly, then just don't bother. And that's always been my philosophy. Yeah, it has. Now then, how many, I'm just trying to think, is it Animals 2, 3, 1? So really, we want to be, when we get maximum, I'm trying to think, do we take some of the older ones, not the really, really old ones, but the middle ones? Because obviously I would imagine, if we look at the value of the pigs. See, I've never done this, and Marty once said something about this. Wow, food's go down a little bit more now, not terribly, but a little bit more. Yeah, you obviously, if you look at the value of them, the very small ones are worth 145, but the big ones are worth 787. Now, these are soon going to go from that. Now, do you sell some of your more expensive ones? But I suppose it would also depend upon how close they were to reproducing. Because would you want to be selling the ones that were going to be closest? You see, these are, 1 more month and they're out of puberty, but then they've got, is it 4 months? 4 months for pigs, something like that. Doesn't tell you, does it? No, it doesn't. I'm sure I know that is right. I'm sure that's correct, but don't quote me on it. Yeah. So 70. Yeah. So 231 out of 260, I think, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Yeah. Pigsty large. The only way really to sort of do that is to look at animals. It has always shocked me a little bit that I think there must have been some silent updates again, because everything's settling down again. So, and that's without, this is base game. So what I noticed it more on this because I'm not doing anything. Right, so we want pigs and we want large. 270, right, so really with 40 odd. So when it's about time, we really need to be taking 40 to market. Really, and it is being as that's why I bought this. I thought, if you can actually sell then you don't really want to be losing transport costs. So then it does become, obviously you've got that running around to market, but then farmers really do have to do that. So to me, that's, yeah, right. So manure, let's just have a quick look. I think we're going to let this tick up a little bit. Yeah, it's not much more, is it? So the food's definitely all right from till tomorrow. Check the sales. Indeed we have. I think we're going to go through to seeds. Yeah, I think it's, isn't it, December, January. So if seeds are good now, well, when I say good, I mean, yeah, they're not never going to be. No, I'm sure they're higher than this. Solid for the seeds are higher up, aren't they? But sometimes I get those flashes of insight where you're like, yeah, you'd sort of realise, oh, so production, yeah, but I don't know if that. This is what I'm saying. It might be a average. It is normally. It's an average of all three, so that would mean that you'd cross, yeah, literally do all three of those, which means the 600s are going to be more like 900. So that's not going to be bad. So what is the top price though? 1,000 in January. So it really is. Looks like a good price now. So if it is, what we're going to do is we are going to sell our seeds and run an hour. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to go seeds. Going to change the output to selling, and we're going to run till 11 o'clock. We're going to see how much money we literally are going to make. Yeah, I'm intrigued as to see how much this is going to be. Are we going to be shocked? Ooh. Well, yeah, I am shocked, but not in a bad way. Wow, that's a massive chunk of change. So that seems six. I'm going to have to look at that in editing. That's a lot. Oh, it wouldn't just be seeds though. No, it wouldn't. Of course, it wouldn't be solid fertilizer too. Yeah, I'm forgetting. I think we're completely out of our slurry's gone now, so the digestate's not coming through. So that means we can't do any of our thing anyway. Now let's have a look at this little lot, because this surely should be so slow. Yeah, I mean this is the biggest white elephant of all. This is the one that no matter how much I try to escape from it, they still think, Gordon Bennett, what a waste of of our profit. But then again, I also think, yeah, but it did bring in some. Yeah, but I wouldn't do it again. I still think it's a mistake. If you're going to do it, I'd try the middle or the large, even if it meant you spend a fortune on it. If you'd got to stay base game, that's I think the biggest thing that is terrible in this is the BGA, really. But it is what it is. Right, so then, I can't believe where we're going. Right, are we going to buy that field? Yeah, it would be nice, I think, to actually, finish the year. And what I'm going to do at the end is we're going to tot up. We're not going to include field 9, which was really, that was the, I mean, what I'm saying is we got that. It's new farmer start. We got field 10 and 11, and field 16 was really through selling the top yard and the top field. So therefore is really what we were given, you could say, in a roundabout sort of way. The bits and bobs on it. I mean, the equipment likewise. I mean, new farmer start. Don't get me wrong, we bought a lot of equipment. If you look at our stuff, we've got the little Zeta with all the tractors. They were all given to us. A truck we bought, some of the headers for the Lexion, telehandler we bought, trailers. They were actually all but one of those. Is it one of the Brantners that we had originally? Header, we had the original header. Fertilizer spreader we had one, but we didn't. We didn't have either. No. We bought both of those. Sprayer we didn't have. We bought planter. We got seeder. We got subsoiler. We bought cultivator. We did buy. We sold the one that we were given. Corn header we bought. Weeder we had. Mowers, balers, bale loaders, animal transport. Yeah, actually, we bought an awful lot really ourselves. So we're still up to 456,000 after buying that field as well. So we're going to go through till January morning, have have a look at the sales and see, yeah, see what's what. Cotton harvester, I think we'll lease it unless we got a super deal, and even then it's still not always worth actually doing that. Ooh, I love the grounds. Yeah. Now then, animals. Let's not race through. Let's see what is happening with the animals. Reproduction. Oh wow. Yeah, 50% through, 25% through, and their pubescent 33%. So, oh, it's snowing. I can see it in the background. Oh wow, slurry's picking up now that we've got more adults. Base food, that's going down a little, but we could do another month. That's not going to kill us if we did one more month. I'd like to take us until February. We're going to have to do some more work in February, but if we can go as far as we can do, I'll have a quick look at the sales. Another header. Now, to be honest, although I know these, is that is this? It is. This is the single cotton bale jobby, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is good, but to be honest, I use the normal trailers. Always I've done telehandler, stick them on, and jobs are good. And you can stick way more on. Yeah, I've never used it from very early on. I think was it Mr. CDP who did do it. One of the content creators, I'm not sure it was. He could have done it properly, but he might have done it. Literally sort of, and from that day on I thought, oh wow, yeah, that's much better. We'll just stick them straight on that. And yeah, use usually the 82 Studios, but obviously we've not got that one in this time. We've got the standard one, but we can stick them on that. Usually just literally put them on. So yeah, so nothing to buy there. We'll go through till February, and then that is where we not missed anything. Just check. I know what I'm like. No, we'd leave it. I know we probably will end the game with quite a bit of, yeah, that. But as a farmer that is looking after his, yeah, I'm not bothered about that. Right, lime's going down a little bit, I think we'll do this year. Yeah, there's only the one that's going to cripple us a little is the new field, and I know we've got to do the grass fields. So again, I might do that. Oh, is March too late? So yeah, I think February. I think we're going to have to do those fields. So we are literally going to go through till 9 o'clock February morning, and that is where we're going to leave it. Nearly through till the next year, but I just like to get it well, unless there's snow on the ground, and then I'm going to be realistic. It's going to be tough. It's not like we've had a slow winter. That's the one thing I'm going to say. I mean, we're up to 600 odd grand. No more, nearly 800,000. Right, that engine is in the background. Module 4. Antonio. I do like these little tractors. I do, very much so. Oh, wow. 21 mph. It is. I've got. It was. Yeah. Well, I chose it for my picture because I was so impressed with that little tiny one. It was a beautiful little machine. It really is. When I first saw the Antonio Carrera pack, I thought, oh, do I really care about this? And I've got to be honest, I've really grown to quite love that. Even though you'll not see it that often in my Let's Plays, but I do like it. Oh, wow. Can you have a... Oh, you can. Wow. See, that makes it so useful. 42,000. It's on this Let's Play, not so much, truthfully, but it is. I would. That was a normal Let's Play. Well, obviously, trouble is you can often get a modded tractor in a normal situation where that would be fun. You know, like that would be better. No, I'm not. It's just no point. There really isn't. So we're going to leave it at that. 459,000. We will do the animals this particular month because I'm not risking it. Yeah, they're in orange. Slurry up to 37 tons, so we're going to literally be getting that. They're 50% puberty, 50% reproduction, and they're about to give birth. So that means when they give birth, I'm trying to think which is the most cost-effective way of doing this. I mean, truthfully, you would get the most from selling the big ones, but they're the ones that are also, but then they're reproducing too. It's a bit of a, yeah, it's one of those really strange situations, which is the best to sell. Now, I would ask for my fellow shareholders' opinion on this matter, and yeah, all those virtual farmers out there. What do you advise on this particular thing, and your reasoning on it? And it doesn't have to be long or complicated, but just yeah, tell me what you think about this, because there's advantages and disadvantages to all. Obviously, if I sell those, I also sell the baby. So if I sell 40 of those, which is what's going to be lost, that means there's only 33 births, and you lost the ones that produce the most slurry as well and manure. That's the other thing. Obviously, I personally, with having a BGA, I mean, we could stick the manure now that we are getting, and that's the other thing I'd like to look at. How much manure have we got? Because it's about the same as the. Now, this is the one thing I remember reading about in the base game. This is based upon the amount of straw you've got. So it really means what I should be doing is sticking more straw in because, yeah, no litres, we've run out. Because this goes up based upon that. Now, there is a mod that I normally carry that actually does it by the amount of animals that you've got. It does it properly, like it would be in real life, not like a trade-off that Giants have done with the straw. So, again, sometimes base game isn't the best. But anyway, yeah, that's my fault. I meant to do that. We were busy. You can't do everything, no matter how, yeah. So also little things sometimes slip away. So we're going to rectify all of this month, and then hopefully we'll get as much. Not sure how much capacity the straw's got. Is that 40 tons still? We're going to literally fill it this time because I've been being silly, really. Yeah, and then we can literally put some manure straight in that and actually get some things from it. It's going. Look how slowly that is going down. What was I saying about 2 sets of this? It's not even taken 1 set down. Anyway, yes, let's shore up and stop there. Right, so then I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, on what's left of this journey, this last year of this journey. And now, does it say yet that we've moved on to the 4th year? It does. Yeah, so this is the 4th year, which really means it will be 3 years that we'll have played properly by the time we finish this at the end of the year. So it's about the same as I play almost all Let's Plays, unless it was by some of the start from scratches. I think I played a bit longer because sometimes you can get through 2 years quite quickly. I think Stone Valley was quite, I think that was 5 or 6 years because the first 2 years were really quite slow. Anyway, I'm waffling again. Yeah, so I'm going to say goodbye for now.